Hello everyone and welcome to the Green Tambourine Tarot. Today we are going to discuss the one element of your life that Spirit wants you to heal. So this is a timeless reading. Whenever you find this is meant to find you. So as without is within. So just whatever is inside of you, and we ask that Spirit would, and I thank you guys for allowing me to channel you. And as you go along, if you feel like this is something that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing. All right, so let's begin with pile number 1. And you have the calendula. That's communication. So if that resonates with you, this is also with the turquoise stone or crystal. Pile number 2, you have the speedwell flower with insight. And that goes along with the amber. And then you have the velvet leaf, self-love. And this is the green aventurine. And then boundaries. It's the pile number 4, and that's with the yellow citrine. So the goal here, if you're new to a pick a card, is to choose whichever pile resonates with you, and then you would go to that specific pile for your reading. So that's how a pick a card works. So you don't want to just listen to all 4 unless you feel like the Holy Spirit is leading you to listen to all 4 piles. But if you're just there to listen to, or just what I would do first is just pray, and then whatever number comes to your mind first, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you go to that specific reading. So that's how you do a pick a card, because I have had some new people come to my channel, and I welcome you, but I wanted to let you know that that is how you do a pick a card reading. All right, so pick your pile, or 2, whichever resonates, whichever 2 or 1 resonates with you, and then we're going to find out what area of your life that Spirit wants you to to heal. All right, let's go with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, you have the calendula, which is dealing with communication. And it says, our thoughts and words have great creative power, both positive and negative, for ourselves and others. Calendula helps soothe your thoughts and words with warmth and compassion and understanding, so that there is a balance between assertiveness and receptiveness in communication with others. So if you chose this pile and this resonates with you, then Spirit is asking you to heal some part of your communication, whether that is throat, chakra, and we will delve a little bit more into that. So let's go ahead and pull out a couple of oracle cards first. So let's see what your situation is. So your first card is, and I have done a pre-selection, just so you know, I just went through, and for the sake of time, because I wanted to be able to make sure that I did this reading, I did a prayer. So for pile number 1, this is your pile. I've maybe in the future I will be able to do something where you guys can actually see me go through this, but I have a witness, and he was like, okay, so you're doing your piles first, which is yes. So so just know that this was all done in prayer. So this first card is coming up is your Venusian Galactic Council. Says, star being guides, answer the call, it's time to shine. So your communication and throat chakra, God is telling you that it is your time now. So for you, it is time for you to shine. Perhaps you have not been using your voice. Perhaps Spirit wants you to use your voice. I'm seeing a lot of you, it's time for you now to shine in terms of work. Maybe you have a something that you need to do in terms of, it's like TV, radio. I see some of you who always wanted to, and this is who wanted to be in TV and radio. This is a reading for the collective. So as I'm channeling what Spirit wants me to share with you guys, then that is what will come forward. So for some of you, I do see it's like music, TV, radio, anything that's dealing in entertainment, the arts, media, whether you are a writer, there's something in communication, whether you're a trainer, you could be someone who I see also someone standing in front of like a whiteboard. You could be someone who is, proficient in your job in terms of training. So whatever that communication is for you, it is your answer the call. It's time to shine. The other one is the Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. So perhaps you have been looking for someone else to validate you, and God is telling me that you do not need anyone to validate you, that He has put every single thing that you need to accomplish your goal inside of you. So some of you, in terms of your communication style, has been, well, I will, it's like you were waiting for somebody to give you the green light. And so God is asking you to answer the call. You have everything inside of you. You are what you seek. You've been seeking, some kind of outside helper, maybe some kind of an outside job, or like somebody to give you a promotion. But God is saying that you need to step into, you are already there. So when you step into it, you don't have to worry about somebody giving you an opportunity. You are the opportunity. You are the sacred soul. You have been chosen to do this. And this is what Spirit is leading me to share with you. So, next we're going to get some tarot cards so we can get a very clear understanding on your path. So for your tarot cards, we have the Crone of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, we have the Star card, we have the Page of Cups, and I'm going to slide these up a little bit here. You have the hold on, you guys. I'm gonna move these. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, Lord. All right. A lot of pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. The Star card and the Star card right up under each other. Oh my goodness. Wow, some healing. You got some serious healing that's going to be happening in your life, or that's coming for you. And then the final card is the Four of Cups. You got the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups. So, wow, let's just go ahead and get started on this reading. Oh my goodness. Pile number one, specifically, and I have my music playing in the background, about your communication. With these cards, Spirit is sharing with me that you are someone who has built up for yourself a very comfortable life. You are very comfortable in your situation. It's almost like you're doing really well. Spirit is asking you to heal this part of your life, because it has to do with not just an increase for you, but an increase for your entire bloodline. And so it's not just about your living a comfortable life right now. It is really about your moving forward with helping your entire bloodline. With the King of Pentacles there, it's showing here that you have built up. So the king is sitting there. He has his castle in the back. He has food that he's growing. He's planting seeds. It's like, I've eaten all of the wheat I can eat, so now it's time for me to plant seeds for others. And this is a big part of your mission, but there has been some doubt there. You can see with the Four of Cups, there has been some contemplation there on, kind of what you need to do. When the Four of Cups shows up, that signifies that there can be some, some fear and doubt there, as well as the Eight of Swords. But those are just limited or limiting beliefs that you've placed on your life. So your next blessing that's coming is tied into communication somehow for you. So with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you know how to save. You are very financially astute, and perhaps it's time for you to take whatever you have learned now, package it, and teach it to others. And it is okay for you to be paid from what you know. Your knowledge is worth something. It is not just something that you need to just take to your grave. Your knowledge is worth a lot. So with that star card, or with both of the star cards coming, the star card actually comes right after there's a tower moment in your life. So maybe there has been something major, some major shift in your life, and now you're trying to decide on, what you want to do next, or what you need to do next, or maybe this is your dream that you've always had. There are really no limits on what you can do. And with the Eight of Swords, this person is surrounded by swords, yes. So they look like obstacles, but are they really obstacles for you? Because it's almost like she's quote unquote tied up, but she's tied up with a silk scarf. Like all she has to do is just basically just move her arms and take the scarf off and go on her way. So it seems like it might be some obstacles there, but it's really not. With the Page of Cups, God's going to give you, with that Page of Cups showing up, you're going to have a new start. It's like you're going to step into something new. It's going to be amazing energy, and really don't be afraid, because with that Nine of Pentacles showing up here, it also means that you are going to have great wealth behind this healing of your communication. So some of you have felt like, nobody has given you a shot yet. But Spirit is telling you that you are already there. You just need to step into the role of who you are. He's already created you to be who he wants you to be. Like, you are the star. You don't need anybody to put you on. When you decide that, yes, this is who I am, and you start to walk in that spirit, then it will manifest for you in your life. With two star cards, that's really about healing. And so it's just so amazing. Like, you are somebody who's really, really strong. I see someone who's well put together, well dressed. People take you very, very seriously when you speak. But the thing is that it's not about just your training style or your, gifts in terms of, I see like a board of some kind, like a music board, like if somebody's a music producer or a TV producer, it's like you are in the mix already, or that is a part of your dream, but there's something even greater that you're going to do. And so God is really asking you to take off all limits. Just take every single limit off of yourself and really be okay knowing that you are what you seek. The Holy Grail to come out, and the two star cards, as well as the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. It could be even about financial responsibility, just sharing with people how you've saved money, or sharing with people your gift and packaging that up so that you can create something residual for your bloodline. Like, it could even be something around intellectual property, whether you get some type of whether you package some type of a book plus you know, you might have a book, you might have a t-shirt, you might have um, mugs, you might have everything surrounding this new thing that you're creating. So it could be, you know, music. It could be like, let's say for instance, Rihanna, she's a singer, yes, but she also struck a deal to do makeup. She has a deal doing lingerie. She has a deal, you know, so whatever this is for you, um, God is ready to for you to see that you are the one. Like, remove all the blinders and see that you are who you are. Like, you are huge. Like, you really are huge, but I don't think either you don't know it or you don't really know how you need to package it. But the prayer is about communication. So we're going to get, I'm going to pull a couple of things here. Just a couple of cards that I have. So I pulled this. It says, at this moment, the universe is listening through your ears, seeing through your eyes, experiencing through your brain. Your purpose for being here is to allow the universe to evolve. So as you are going on your way, it's like your bloodline, you are here to allow God to use you to somehow break any kind of and I know people use generational curses now so much. They use that word so much, but it is like when you heal something, it is like it should never be able to come back again. So whether this is poverty in your life or in your family's life, your gift in healing comes from you speaking up. It comes from you stating what you want and saying, I am here. That's the evolution of your soul, is saying that I am here. I am here to do this. I am this already. Not just saying that, you know, somehow somebody's going to give me an opportunity. No, you are the opportunity. God has already told you, you're the holy grail. You are your opportunity. It's also evident in this additional card here to say, Venusian Galactic Council. It's like you have the angels and God and everybody around you answering the call. It's your time to shine now. It's your time to evolve into being who, who you were meant to be, so that you can start to make a change for everybody in your entire bloodline. Think about how many lives that's going to affect and heal, so that you don't have to go through that again, or no one in your family has to deal with that. So let's pull a couple more oracle cards, and then I have a throat chakra card that it's different crystals that you may be able to use. Crystals are activated. A lot of people don't really understand, and I'm just learning so much about crystals and how we are created from sound waves. Crystals are what's inside of our phones to help amplify and run and electrify our telephones or the cell phone or whatever gadget or device you're looking at this on. It uses crystals to work. So it's like if a machine is using crystals to work, what could it do for us as human beings? And we are made with sound. God spoke you into existence. And so even if you are just, someone who is new to all of this, I am as well. So thank you for coming on the journey with me. Not new to spirituality, just new to this. So this is saying anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What if your discomfort is, what is your discomfort trying to free you from? So that is a question that you are. So this confirms that you have been feeling uncomfortable lately. And it is because, not uncomfortable financially, but uncomfortable because you feel like, oh my gosh, I've done everything I'm supposed to do for myself, honey. I'm big balling, but God is telling you that there's more for you to do, for not just for yourself, but for your healing for your bloodline. So learning how to be who you, using your voice, using your communication to be able to affect others or teach others, or something along those lines that God is urging you to do. And right now you might feel anxious about it, yes, but it is not to limit you. Again, this points back to the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords here. It is just showing that it's not trying to limit you, but to free you. And then finally, this says, your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? Wow, speaking up and showing who the real you is. So who you really are, I guess I should say. And there is no right or wrong with that, because when this card shows up in the moon, it's showing, your intentions. Like, the moon comes to illuminate some of the darkness or some of the shadow sides of our lives. And when we say dark and light, there's no right or wrong. It's more like things that you need to improve on. So this is just showing, or ways you will be evolving. So you have a new start. You've done everything. The moon has come out. And it's just so much divine light, though. I see a lot of divine light around you. So you have protection. It's like, just step out there. Don't fear. Use your voice. Ask for what you want 100% of the time, and it will come. Here is the crystal that you can use. A blue lace agate, or for tranquility. So maybe that can help you on your journey while you may feel some anxiety about moving forward with what you're doing. And it says, I am a gentle soul. That is your, perhaps you can use that as your morning affirmation. And this is about your throat chakra here. And this is, hang on one second, I'm trying to read it with my glasses. Hold on, I'm going to pull it away. This says, it's powder blue with white striations. And the physical quality of this is that it energizes or soothes the immune system, supports thyroid and glandular system. It supports healthy calcium levels for your teeth, hair, nails, and bones, stimulates your lymph nodes in the neck, and it fights infection, clears your lungs and bronchial passages. The emotion, so some of you have probably maybe had some feeling like you have had some of those symptoms. Blue lace agate is good for that. And there are some things that you can, research to, to find more out about how blue lace agate can affect you. Okay, creates a state of deep calm. So emotional for you, clarity, optimism, and healthy self-perception. Uplifts spirits, calms anger, helps facilitate gentle and respectful but effective communication and self-expression. Yes. So when you feel like, hey, I need to you are a gentle soul. So maybe this is, you're saying that you can boldly but gently go where no one has gone before in your family or in your bloodline. So I hope that this reading has helped you, pile number one. And thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you. You are an amazing person. You're an amazing human. You've done so much. You've accomplished a lot. And Spirit is asking you now to use your voice and heal those parts of yourself, and to have that gentle communication and expression with others, so that you can move forward to do what it is that to evolve and to help your bloodline. All right. Thank you so much for this reading. Have a wonderful day. Please, if this resonates with you, give me a thumbs up. Tell me which pile and tell me what part of it resonates with you. That does help me to know, that I am on this journey with you and that we are on the right path. All right. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 2. Let me see if I can adjust that. Perfect. Okay. So you have the Speedwell light, which is insight. So it says life seems to speed by. Bird Eye Speedwell helps you to slow down, be patient, and to become aware of the bigger picture. She shares her grounding energy so that the ego cannot get in the way of true insight, and facilitates true healing by expanding the conscious beyond personal beliefs and conditioning. So this sounds a little bit like you might want to watch the first pile number 1 as well, because we were talking about getting rid of limiting beliefs. So first we're going to start with the with your oracle cards, and the first one is the Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, and you are rising up. So this is the Merkaba activation for you. Spirit is really asking, this is more about insight, your third eye, healing. There's some things going on there that Spirit wants to address. So that is what we are addressing here. So you have your Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. So there's something that Spirit wants to share with you about your third eye or your intuition or your insight. And this says thought light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. So really this, you are someone who is a fantastic teacher. You are a healer perhaps. So it could be that you are someone who is very nurturing. You could be a teacher. You could be a healer. What I do know is that you have, it's almost like you have an old soul. People always tell you that you are an old soul. So if that resonates with you, then this, yes, this is your pile. So Spirit is telling me that it's like I see you almost, it's almost like you are levitating in a sense. You're sitting in a cross-legged position. Your energy is one that's very calm in the midst of things that happen. And if there is a lot of chaos around you, you are able to transcend that. Like you don't really even, you can get into a space, a heart space or a head space where you don't even think about those things. Either you don't think about it or you are able to transmute whatever comes to you. So I see transmutation, and I see regeneration with you. And Spirit is just telling me that the healing of your third eye or your insight is because there could be some limiting beliefs that you have placed on yourself. So probably in terms of what this, the last sentence of this says, the way of true insight and facilitates true healing by expanding the conscious beyond personal beliefs and conditioning. So there may be some of you who are new to tarot, new to all the changes that are happening around the world. So much is happening that people are, leaving certain religious practices and really awakening to new practices. And so the third eye is not your intuition in terms of like, oh, do you feel danger? That's not what this is about. This third eye awakening is really talking about you feeling, or you opening your eyes to the possibility that things are maybe not the way you grew up learning it. And so there could be some new things that God wants you to learn now that there has been an awakening in the earth. And so let's pull some tarot cards to see what personal beliefs, how Spirit wants you to move beyond your personal beliefs and conditioning, and where that's going to lead you. So your tarot cards are the Page of Wands, make sure. The Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Emperor card, very spiritual person, Six of Pentacles. And let me do this the exact same way I did the last one. Hang on one second. So I'm going to move these here, move your oracle cards here, and then I'm going to do these this way. So Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Emperor card, Six of Pentacles, the Magician card. Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the Magician. It's the Hangman. Wow. I'm sorry. I don't know why I saw the Magician. Man. Okay. And the Three of Cups. Also needs to be another card here, because we had four as I was picking out your pile. And this final one is the Queen of Cups. So pile number 2, I do want to go ahead and read a little bit about this, because this is not just a simple, okay, you are expanding your conscious beyond personal beliefs and conditioning. The fact that these two cards showed up, the Thoth light codes being activated in your life, as well as the Merkaba activation, this is huge. Like, this is biblical. The Merkaba is actually a part of Hebrew, and biblical mystery schools that they used to have that was burned down. You have a lot of power, and you have ancient wisdom that God is trying to send to you so that you can change the planet. It's like, it's huge. It's like you have a huge mission. And if this does not resonate with you, then this probably is not your pile. But for some of you, because this is a reading for the collective, but this is so huge. It's like you came here to change the thoughts of others. And it is like when you start to release the conditioned thinking that you've been under, or that you were taught, it is like so much is going to come through you. And sometimes the Merkaba is light, soul, and spirit. Those are all those meanings. And this 8-pointed star with the light coming through it is really a visual representation of Ezekiel and the wheel that he saw with the angels. Ezekiel saw the wheel turning way up in the middle of there. That's what I remember. And that is huge. It's like you have a huge mission here, or you are a part of a huge mission. And so why your third eye and your thought processes and beliefs. Let me read this to you, because I went and actually just got this, because the Thoth, I used to be afraid of things like this. Like, I would see certain things with Egyptians, and we were always taught that these were all pagan writings. And I'm not saying that this representation or a visual representation of something is not, but if it's something that's ancient, there's ancient wisdom that is coming back now to help all of us. And so this card came up for you, and I'm going to read this here. It says, you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories. But this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic. Now, when they say magic, that's not like sorcery. That's what I want you to not think that this is. You really have to keep an open mind here, because it says, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, then know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. See, so when something's like, oh, you better not listen to that, it's like you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. And when I went and looked through the Merkaba, I wanted to share this. Merkaba or Merkaba are ancient Egyptian and Hebrew words. The Hebrews came and taught the Egyptians. So Abraham was from Samaria, and when he got to Egypt, they weren't doing all of the stuff that you see, that you actually see on the walls of ancient Egypt and things like that. So when he came from Samaria, it was his role to teach that. And so I thank some of the teachers in my own life, and you know who you are. So thank you for sharing that with me. And I am now sharing that with you guys. So it's a Hebrew word relating to the ascension process of the soul. Oh my God, this is huge. Like, I get chill bumps just thinking how these cards read. So let's not listen to the cards. Let's listen to your message. This is why your third eye or your insight needs to be healed, because you have a huge, huge mission. The Hebrew Merkaba or Merkava means chariot or vehicle, and is most commonly associated with the prophet Ezekiel's vision of angels traveling on or in spheres of light. In ancient Egyptian, Mer means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means body. When these three words are put together, the idea is that light engulfs, the spirit and body, and there's opportunity to rise up. So I'm going to let you screenshot that part, and then I am going to read down here where it talks about your message. So your message is you are raising your vibration and becoming magnetic to the presence and wisdom of light. You are in a space of ascension. The ascension process isn't about leaving this incarnation or dimension, but about finding harmony within it. All of the attention, love, and care that you have been giving to your body are supporting your spiritual journey. A powerful gateway of light is surrounding you now, allowing you to connect with the divine matrix of ancient wisdom. It's important for you to be aware of the information, energy, and downloads you are receiving, for all that is coming through is supporting your expansion. You are moving up a level. It's time to fly high. So you are definitely going through a huge change. Spirit is asking you to heal or focus on the expansion of your third eye. With the Page of Wands, it is time for you to now see the truth about who you really are. So with this card coming out, and we're going to kind of look at this like it's a journey from a standpoint, because when you see the Page of Wands that shows up, then that means that as you're on this journey of awakening to really become or step into this light, there's going to be all kinds of success with this. Like, you're going to really start to open up your eyes, see who you are. But with the Seven of Cups here, it's just sharing with you that there are going to be different opportunities that are going to come your way. Like, there may be different dreams and other educational opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves. So you see, like, you might see here a snake, which maybe it can mean one of two things. Sometimes a snake also means healing, which is why you see that on the AMA staff, the American medical association, you will also see a snake on there, because sometimes a snake means healing. So there are different things that may be coming towards you as you are going on your journey. So you have some decisions to make. Not only are there bad things that may be coming, good things that may be coming, but there may be quote unquote bad things or other things as you're starting to learn about new ancient wisdom. There could be some wisdom in there that is not exactly what you need to learn. And that is why Spirit is telling you or encouraging you to focus on your third eye, or your insight, encouraging you to focus on your insight, because you have a big, whenever you have a huge platform, that is when, you know, things start to come. And when just like when I read on the card, it said that, you know, you would have, like, whenever you hear the enemy coming, it's my dog, if you heard some shaking in the background, whenever you hear the enemy coming, then that's spirit confirmation, by the way. Whenever you hear the enemy coming, then that means that, or hear something that says, oh, you know, some strong fear coming along, because these may be fears as well, that you may have. So that's really speaking more so to the fears that you may have that might be coming up, not necessarily something bad, but as you're going along, you may feel fear. But with the Emperor card showing up, it definitely shows that you are going to make the right decisions. You're going to make the right decisions because you have a strong spiritual connection to the Holy Spirit, to God. Those teachings and that part of your life has not changed and will not change. You will need those divine connections to move the ancient wisdom agenda, if you want to call it agenda. I keep saying the word agenda in my mind, forward. So in order to do that, there may be things that will come your way. So the enemy may send temptations. Some of these might be temptations your way to get you off your path, but don't worry. Have faith. You will make the right decisions. And as you're going along on your journey, you will have, you know, with the Six of Pentacles here, you can see that it's almost like this person is sharing the wealth. And sometimes this deals more so with, you know, financial situations, but there's a balance there, of your sharing your knowledge. So it's like you're going to be so big. It's almost like, you know, just remember, like, you know, who you are. With the Hangman here, this is definitely, and it's almost like it's so big that there are going to be so many things and people coming at you, for your energy and for your light and for your knowledge. The truth of the matter is that the Spirit is encouraging you to heal certain parts of your third eye, because you're somebody who wants to help everybody all the time. That is what I'm feeling. You always have been somebody who's tried to help everybody all the time. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, there are people that are coming just to take and not participate in this whole spiritual awakening of love, because at the underlying or the underlayment of all of this is love. Because with the Thoth, he was the spiritual advisor for, if you're looking at like Atlantis, we're going to say Atlantis, and he was the spiritual advisor for the people of Atlantis, and they did not listen to him. He was telling them the right things to do, and they did not listen to him. And then ultimately the entire, you know, place, or the entire city ended up, you know, collapsing and going into ruin. So with this Hangman showing up as well, I'm just, with the Hangman showing up as well, this is really a shift in your perspective. So this really says that you've already kind of been on that journey, or you're open enough. First of all, you're looking at a tarot reading, so you are open, or you have opened your mind's eye to seeing that maybe there might be a different way. And with the Hangman, it's giving you, you know, you have to have the courage, or Spirit is encouraging you to have the courage to step into the unknown, and basically allow it to change you. So allow yourself to be changed, and allow yourself to receive the awakenings that are due to you, because these are huge. Like this I've never seen these come out. So whoever you are, you are someone who is huge, and I can see that there is a light and spirit of abundance around you, but you're also a giver. And so it's like Spirit is just encouraging you to flow with this new energy that's coming to you, and know that he will give you the discernment to know what is right from wrong. So always keep that discernment of what is right from wrong when you're going with the flow. But have the courage to step into the unknown and allow it to change you. It does. And don't take the events of this world too seriously as you're growing. A lot of the Hangman, when the Hangman shows up in a reading, that is really what it's about. It's just not taking the world too seriously. And with the Three of Cups, and with the Queen of Cups coming in at the end of your journey, or the end of this reading for you, it is really showing that you're going to be taking along and celebrating with others. The key here is to inspire others to reach new heights. So that is going to be your ultimate goal, is to be able to inspire others. I definitely look at the Queen of Cups as well. With the Queen of Cups, it's almost like, it's like your feet, it's almost like you're protected. Like your feet do not touch. The Queen of Cups, her feet, she's standing near water, but her feet does not touch the water. So in a normal, or in a regular card, it's almost like your feet don't touch the water. You are, how can I explain this? It's almost like you are there to bring peace, tranquility, love. This is all saying that you are somebody who's filled with love and abundance, and not necessarily in wisdom. And so as you go along this new journey of yours, just know that you have protection, that you will make the right decisions, and that you are someone who will share light and love with the world. Like, you have ancient wisdom that's going to be coming to you. And as you give that wisdom out, there may be fears that you might have as you start to open yourself up, but you have the discernment. You will make the right decision. And with the Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups, you will be lifting others up. There will be celebrating you, and you will be celebrating with others. So it's a give and take here. Especially, there will be some balance in your giving and taking with others, and it's going to be a beautiful new world. Like, it's almost like it's opening up to a beautiful new world. This is amazing. Let's go ahead and get your cards as well. All right, so for you, one of the cards here says, the collective fields is impacting you, unseen forces in action. The collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? Wow. This is very interesting, because perhaps this is why you need to see yourself as you really are, and relinquish control of a situation that feels blocked, like what you're trying to learn or what spirit is showing to you. So you definitely have, whether they are mental blocks that you have put on learning this ancient wisdom, whether it is like somebody has taught you, oh, this is wrong, you shouldn't learn this ancient wisdom, but there's ancient wisdom inside of you that God needs you to learn so that you can share it with others. Holy Spirit needs you to learn so that you can share it with others, because some of what is out here, you know, instinctively is not correct. And so it is your job, and I am having the courage here to share this with you, but it is you are part of the, not Avengers in a sense, but you are a part of the collective that is going to change the world. That is so cool. But allow yourself, like the Hangman says, allow yourself to allow the shift in your consciousness and in your perspective, and have the courage to step into the unknown. This card came up as well, and this is the soul alignment. It's time for a radical change. Oh my goodness. Wow. How can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? So Spirit is asking you to show up for yourself in ways that you never have before. Wow, this is incredible. To show that it's time for a radical change in your soul alignment, because you are going to be aligning yourself with some amazing people, and you're going to make the right decision on moving forward on when God comes in to show you who you really are and whose you really are. Once you accept that role and accept your role in this divine journey, you are going to make the right decision. Doesn't mean that you won't have fears and there won't be challenges for you, but you will make the right decision. This is a third eye chakra card, and that's what this is asking you to heal, or what can help you heal is blue sapphire for mental focus. So you may want to surround yourself or wear a necklace sometimes to be able just to tap into that. What I was sharing with pile number 1 is that crystals are what's in our cell phones. It's what powers up a lot of our devices, and we have been taught that crystals are wrong. Another thing that you can do is to just go with the flow. It does not hurt. I have been one of those people too. So this is a new journey for me. And as God is using me to be able to help others, help the collective heal, then, I'm just sharing that. So anyway, let's see, mental focus. It's something that I am seeing more and more, that these cards all align. God just shows me every day that that even I, in what I'm doing, is on the right path to be able to help all of the angels and the earth angels and the divine teachers and everybody whose role it is to help right now. It's like, anyway. So, okay, I am free of all that clouds my mind. That is something that you can say every day for yourself. I am free of all that clouds my mind. What the blue sapphire does is it stimulates your third eye, oh my goodness, and throat chakras. Remember, I told you might want to look at pile number 1 as well. Lord, my little glasses, I just started getting excited in my eyes. Okay, it eliminates negative energies from one's aura. It suggests good health and well-being, eases, insomnia, nightmares, sleep apnea, and other sleep problems. It calms overactivity in the body and provides protection. Emotional qualities. It brings security or serenity, generosity, optimism, and confidence. It helps resolve conflicts, supports healing from depression, alleviates mental and emotional blockages, encourages free expression and loyalty, increases psychic vision and ESP. So these are all of the things that the blue sapphire does. So so you are encouraged to perhaps explore that more, because this is the time for you to do some studying for yourself. Obviously, you are a huge spiritual person anyway, with the divine path that you're on already. So as you start to open yourself up to ancient wisdom, God will show you what to do with the blue sapphire. So hopefully this helps you, pile number 2, that you are free of all that clouds your mind, and you are going to start your journey now to help others and free others from all of these learned, or let me just make sure I read, personal beliefs and conditioning. All right. So thank you so much, pile number 2. I really hope that this helps you on your journey. Be blessed. This is the Green Tambourine Tarot with reading for number 3. This is the Velvet Leaf, and this is talking about self-love. And this is the green aventurine. That is the crystal. Velvet Leaf softly reminds you of your true nature, pure love. No matter what earthly chaos, negativity, or suffering you have faced, Velvet Leaf wants you to remember that you are a magnificent, pure expression of divine love, made manifest in human form. You are love itself. Love yourself. You are loved. So if you chose this pile, Spirit is really leaning heavy on me about your heart chakra, loving yourself, your heart healing. So let's take a look at what else Spirit wants me to reveal. So we're going to start with these Insight Oracle cards. And this one talks about the Stellar Gateway activation, infinite potential manifestation vortex. So that is one thing that's activating. The next oracle card is the Divine Matrix, interconnections, synchronicity, God incidences. See, that's almost like there's some DNA, or both of these. This is funny because both of these are circles. It's almost like there's a gateway to your heart, in a sense. Almost like you are, I just see divine energy flowing in here and flowing around there. So there's energy flowing in your heart and around your heart. Like there's probably something just for you to know that you are loved. There is love all around you. And there's energy flowing into you, but it looks like right here, it's not like it's completely going in. So to me, it seems like it's just like around you, but maybe you're not accepting love right now. And it could be that there's more to come for you, and Spirit wants to give you more, or the healing of your heart allows you to have divine love made manifest in human form in your life. So there's some kind of healing for you, for your heart chakra. I'm going to move these here just so that we can get your tarot cards and they can tell us a little bit more about what your focus should be on. So you have the Empress. Really, you know what, with this, just so that we can have a true reading, some people don't do reverse, but this came out in reverse, so I'm going to go with it. The Empress in reverse. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Fool card. You have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Let's see what's going on here with your reading. Okay, so pile number 3. This is amazing, okay? This is the Stellar Gateway activation. I'm going to read a little bit from this because the fact that these 2 cards came out, okay? This gateway is opening. When this gateway opens, guess what? It is your gateway to the divine matrix, which is the second card that came out. So this is called the, I don't know if you remember, Terrence Howard was actually talking about this thing called the divine matrix, or the flower. It's called sacred geometry. And this is like your activation of your chakra. This is really, oh my gosh. All right, I just got excited. So let me start with the Stellar Gateway activation, okay? It's the highest of our chakras and is found 12 to 24 feet above our head. It is the energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation and the quantum field, and holds our life's potential, as it holds all the intentions that we set before this incarnation and all the intention we've set during it, that supports the ever unfolding path of our earthly experience. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. Your message, when we come into alignment with all of the aspects of our soul's journey, including when we were part of the cosmos. This is so funny that, oh my goodness. Okay. If you have read this pile, you probably want to go to pile number two, because this is talking about transporting you. This transport was to a Stargate there, where there's 3-dimensional images of Thoth, the former priest king of Atlantis, who is one of the ancient masters holding the secrets of the universe. This image is a reminder of our potential and of our symbol of rising power, and of how our soul has existed throughout lifetimes. The Stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card is therefore a reminder that all things are possible, and that with the right alignment, we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. So maybe this is your heart chakra helping you to create, or opening your heart, as well as this stellar activation gateway. We're going to see more about it. But your message is you are a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway, and if they are aligned with the intentions your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. It is important to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time, and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can have a life that is aligned with the highest heavens. Okay. So this is why Spirit is asking you to get your heart and soul into alignment. The divine matrix. So let me share a little bit with you about that. And from this, you've kind of heard that everything is connected. It's saying that we are all connected, past, present, and future. and you are a part of one entity. We are all parts on the grid and connected to it. Um, you are a part of ancient and divine wisdom and the flower of life. So this is basically the ancient geometry or sacred geometry for, and this is a two-dimensional representation of the flower of life. That is what Terrence Howard was talking about that day when he was talking about the flower of life. And people were looking at him in a way that, they were like, oh my goodness, and so that is what he was talking about with that. And so what your message is with this, it says you are in alignment with the oneness of life and the inner workings of the universe. You are part of something great. That means that you are greatness expressing itself. Not one thing in your life has happened by chance. Even when you felt that things have been against you, a process has been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things. So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. Oh, maybe that is where the heart chakra blockage is coming in. It is also important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor and for your highest good. You may have felt lost, but know that nothing is ever lost, for we are all held in the heart of Source, and love is our connection to all things. Wow, so that is your connector. Man, golly, man. Ooh, the heart, your heart chakra. So with the Empress card, some of you have not really been taking care of yourself, and spirit is God is just saying take care of yourself. You've been giving so much to others, and it's almost kind of like, while that has been your superpower, there has been some imbalance there. You have been giving away your personal power for a while, and one of the things that Spirit is encouraging you to do is to start some type of a creative project for yourself. You may start feeling like you need to get out in nature more. You may be feeling, some of you, a creative block. Some of you may be artists, and some of you may be parents. Some of you may be in a relationship where there's some type of, not depression, but maybe things aren't necessarily going exactly the way you want them to, whether this is at work, because I see here with the Eight of Pentacles, you have been basically trying to, really show some type of perfectionism. You can tell my mother was a teacher, right? I always have a pen in my hand, and I'm always doing oh my goodness, I feel weird. Okay, but this makes me feel comfortable, so hopefully it doesn't matter to you guys. But I always have a pen, or just, I'm always writing, so I'm always taking notes and things that just come to my prayers, and I journal a lot, so I'm always going to probably have a pen in my hand, and a good one at that. So okay, the with the Eight of Pentacles here, there's almost like a sense of perfection that you want to have, and because whatever this is not necessarily been working out exactly the way you wanted it to, it's caused some type of depression or codependency in your life. You've been worrying about what others think about why this is not necessarily working out in your life. And I know that you are here to remember that you are a part of the divine whole. With the codependent and worrying about what others think, there has been some control. You have been in control, or thinking you have been controlling the situation by being overprotective. You've been in kind of like a mothering or a fathering role with somebody that you're supposed to be in an adult relationship with. And so God is really asking you to make a move from the parent child relationship to the adult relationship, and allow there to be some independence, because there's been some codependency there, to allow yourself to each other to have some kind of independence and trust and love and compassion for that person, instead of trying to repair or fix the situation. Just let it be and trust that God is in control of this situation. For some of you, especially with the Four of Cups in reverse, it's a situation where you are reluctant to open your heart to someone, and maybe that's why there's been this sense of control. There's been some reluctance for you opening your heart to someone, and express your true feelings. You have chosen to withdraw and kind of isolate yourself, and because it has not been as perfect as you want this to. And not that this is a love reading, but this is really kind of how your heart has been working, which is why God is asking you to release that, because, and know that you are part of the whole, and that there is a stellar gateway activation coming for you, because you have a much bigger role than what you have been doing right now. But this, learning from this journey with whoever the people are in your life, because has been so that you can, on a micro level, has been so that you can be free and open to love on a macro level, and become and understand that you are a part of the fabric of God, or you are the part of the total divine. You have been struggling right now. For those of you who have chosen this pile, Spirit is telling me that, and if this does not resonate with you, perhaps this is not your pile, but I'm going to be free to open and talk to the people who this does resonate with. And so I'm just going to go there. So, reluctant to open your heart to someone, express your true feelings. You've chosen to withdraw and isolate yourself and leave you start to put a lot of your energy into your work life, and you've probably been doing really well with that. But there is something at home, or your relationships, personal relationships with people, have been kind of based on your expectation of how you think they should be, which is why the parent-child relationship has been there, when you should really just know that, especially in your adult relationships, that everybody should be allowed to be themselves and be a part of the entire fabric, and know that everybody is on their own journey. So being overprotective and I need to help this person, and that kind of thing, is what we really need to release, and allow people to be who they are, and just trust and create independence. Like, let people be. Like, you don't have to control the situation, because it's actually causing you depression or pain, or just feeling, I guess, not having that connection that you really want with people. And what it's preventing you from doing is really being who you really need to be for others. You've been giving, but really, filling yourself cup first and allowing your cup to run over is how you are a blessing to others. And to start a creative project that's just for you, like start doing things that's just for you, and start getting out into nature and doing things that are just for you. With this Four of Cups in reverse again, this also means that you may be having a better understanding of what life is starting to bring your way. So you have had a taste of what this is. And so God is encouraging you to continue on that journey, which is why the Fool card is here, is to continue on your journey. It is going to be a beautiful journey for you once you release what you really think you need and know that you have everything inside of you. This Fool card, normally the Fool card is like, you know, almost like a homeless person almost with a backpack, but this specific Fool card has all of the signs and symbols and ancient wisdom that they need to go on this journey. So you have everything you need to go on your journey, this new journey of life for yourself. You may have some challenges along the way. I do see the moon in the back, so that means that there may be some things that from your shadow side that may be coming up. And when people say shadow side, it's just, there are things that, you know, no matter good or bad, like we read earlier, you're going to, and I'm going to pull this card out too. Your self-love. It reminds you of your true nature is pure love. And no matter what earthly chaos, negativity, or suffering you have been faced with, remember that you are a magnificent, pure expression of divine love made manifest in human form. All of this speaks to, wow, gosh, you are the divine matrix. You're part of the divine matrix, the sacred geometry, the flower of life, and the stellar gateway activation is almost like sky chakra. It's not your crown chakra, but it's like a sky chakra. I guess if you can Google that, you'll understand what that is. But self-love for you is, you are amazing. The Nine of Swords in reverse is really speaking to that. And the Ten of Pentacles, because your gosh, you will have stability. This is going to end well for you. You will have you will overcome this darkness, heart block, to see and have the love that you want in your life. You may be really being very hard on yourself. That's why the Nine of Swords, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, is saying that you are growing back into yourself. The Fool card being here says that it's okay for you to change direction on your journey and allow God to guide you to your your divine next steps. And you are your own divine masculine and your own divine feminine. I think sometimes you have been trying to control certain parts of yourself or people outside of you, and God is telling me that you are your own balance. You are everything you need. You have everything you need. You don't need to look outside yourself for external love. Self-love is what you really need to be focused on. You're thinking that, and you're trying to control and perfect everything outside of yourself. And Spirit is saying that, no, I want you to connect with me. Know that you are one of the whole. Let that other person go be their whole person. Let this other person go be their whole person. And you will have your divine connection with me, is what God is saying. Like, you'll have your divine connection with God. That is what is the most important thing here. And you will overcome this darkness or this heart block to see the love in your life, because you have been very hard on yourself, and you were trying to be separate and apart from others, but you are a part of the whole. And the other thing that is kept being on my heart is, right now there's so much division in the world, and you know, it's just like black, white, fat, skinny, long hair, short hair, painted nails, not painted nails. There's so many boxes that everybody tried to put people in, whether it's a religious box, whether it's there's all kinds of different boxes that we try to put each other in, to control how we see it, and it helps us to organize thoughts. If we can think of you in a box, that helps us to organize our thoughts. But we have to remember that we are all petals on the flower. We are all a part of God's divine plan for the universe. Whatever happens, whether it's good or bad, it's all a part of a beautifully orchestrated sacred geometry. And that is what God wants you to know. All right, let's finish up with these oracle cards and a crystal. Let me see here. See what one thing Spirit wants me to share with you when you're doing this is that I exert a peaceful influence. So just remember that your influence should always be peaceful, that you're not trying to over control or, be in control of others, that you are just allowing them to be adults, and you be free and independent to be the adult for yourself, and not be afraid. The darkness is going to be lifting, and it could not be like darkness, deep depression, but it is whatever state you were in and trying to run away from. This heart block for you will be okay. So this whole thing fell down, so I guess I'm supposed to give you something else. This says the fruit of surrender is patience and grace. So I'm going to share that with you. And then this one, reinventing the body and reinventing the body and resurrecting the soul is a journey. Your new journey, reinventing the body and resurrecting the soul, is a journey. Wow, that is awesome. Okay, so right here, this says the Midas touch. Things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? So just remember the ways that you are abundant. Some of you may be a life path 7, 6. The number 16 may flow with you. Also, some of you here, the leader of the light. I don't know why I felt led to say that. Hopefully that is confirmation for some of you. Leader of the light. Where are you being called to serve and support others? So serve and support yourself. Self-love allows you to serve and really support others. This is going to be great. Love yourself and know that you are love. You are divine love made manifest. And finally, the pink kunzite is what a good crystal for you to look into, because it's a crystal of compassion. My heart is soothed. That is what you can say as a manifestation for yourself, is that your heart is soothed. Physical qualities of this is that it improves your circulation, calms elevated heart rate, gently stimulates your heart muscles, improves the blood flow by addressing narrowing of vein and artery walls, helps alleviate sciatic pain and arthritic inflammation, cleanses auras of impurities. Lithium content helps soothe physical tension. There's lithium content in here. You guys have ever heard of lithium batteries, right? Remember I told you that crystals are what power so much of what we take for granted, like electricity and other things that we use to light our lives. It's really in these crystals too. So I don't want you to be afraid of that, and be okay with your journey. As you can see here, this is a real, this lady's fingers has gold. So don't be afraid. You're moving forward towards the right path. Obviously, Spirit is opening sacred gateways to you, and just know that you are the manifestation of divine love here. That is wonderful. The emotional qualities of this pink kunzite is uplifting. It releases emotional barriers. It supports openness to accepting criticism. It brings compassion, tolerance, and emotional peace. Lithium content helps soothe mental and emotional tension. Wow. So some of you have been going through some Wow. Okay, so I felt led to share this one. At first I was like, no, they already got 3 and I don't want to. So I have to let go of what people think too and share. So this is what I'm doing. Embrace a life of epiphany and emotional exploration. So I'm going to do these until spirit tells me to stop. So these are my final 2. I'm going to pick up these 2 right here. Always expect the best. Never let go so that something good might happen. Let go so that the very best in yourself, your soul, can merge with you. That is why you are letting go. Let go so that the very best in yourself, your soul, can merge with you. All right? And the final card is I embody perfect love. Other people are attracted to me as soul to soul, adult to adult, adult to adult. Oh my goodness. Wow. Pile number 3. This concludes your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to spend this time with you and minister with you or to you from the divine, or share whatever, or be a vessel. I'm just happy to be a part of this because your love is huge. And the fact all of this energy that's coming to you is amazing. So, hopefully some of you will journal and write down some of this stuff. And please let me know in the comments what resonated with you about pile number 3 and what you might want to do to, what's one thing you're going to take away and change. And also share this, this pink kunzite is a compassion card. Because sometimes when you can have apathy as you're going through this. So just remember compassion, and look this up if you want to, some pink kunzite, and ways that you can wear it. Put it up against your skin. You can wear it as a bracelet. They always have different things like that as well. So hopefully this helps you, pile number 3. Be blessed. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That helps the algorithm. Everybody says that, but if this really did help you, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also tell me in the comments what resonated with you. And if you would like more of a personal reading, then you saw me putting this stuff away. I'm such a, if you know me, you know why I'm doing that. I am a Virgo, and I always try to put things back in order. So so that is it. That is why I do that. So if you see me trying to do stuff or point with my pen or whatever, everyone, or line things up the best way I can while I do this, then just know that's why. All right. I love you all. Have a blessed and wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye. Pile number 4, you have the yellow aventurine, or I'm sorry, the yellow calcite. And you have the yarrow flower. I grow these in my yard. And it's about boundaries. So like a little umbrella or shield, yarrow offers protection from negative energies or toxic influences. She helps you to build strong, healthy boundaries and compassionate awareness of self and others, and to avoid unnecessary energy leaks and general depletion as you evolve and grow. So there's that card. All right, so let's get started with your reading. And so your 2 awakening or gateway of light activation oracle, because that's what it is. Let's see what light gateways or spirit wants to open for you, and why it's asking you to heal your boundaries. Okay, so the first one is your emerald tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. And your next one is angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. So this is so funny. I'm looking at a lot of yellow here in terms of divine or your basically your solar plexus, or sometimes for some people that can be orange or sacral chakra, but we're using solar plexus chakra here. And this is your confidence, and that can come from your boundaries. But I do see a lot of yellow here that I didn't see in the others, that really, I don't know, it's just like everything is always like together and in divine order. And wow, this is going to be a great reading. Let's get to your I'm going to read these, of course, once we get to that part, but let me go ahead and give you your tarot cards as well. So pile number 4, you have the 5 of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Good gracious. You got Pentacles, more yellow, right? More gold. You have the Sun card. Wow. Okay. And then you have the Tower card. You have the Queen of Swords. You have the Hierophant card. And I'm going to grab one more. God is asking me to do that. I'm going to grab one more for you. Again, the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles in here. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to read these two. I went back and switched these two, so I'm going to read this one first. This is the Emerald Tablet activation. Is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic text, a series of sacred Egyptian Greek text from the 2nd century or earlier. They formed the basis of Hermeticism, a spiritual tradition that brings together science and spirituality through investigations into the cosmos, mind, and nature. Most of the texts are a series of dialogue between a teacher and a student and are based on the concept of alchemy, the art of turning lead into gold, or something that is leaden and heavy into a golden opportunity. So this is so funny that all of these pentacles showed up in your reading. The Emerald Tablet is said to have been carved into a bright green stone, on a bright green stone that was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the halls of Amenti under the Great Pyramid. Although this legend is widespread, the origin of the text is shrouded in mystery. We do know that it is made up of 14 passages which first appeared in a book written sometime between the 6th and the 8th centuries and has been highly influential. Its most famous statement is, "As above, so below," meaning that what is in the high heavens is reflected upon the earth. The author signs off as Hermes Trismegistus, which is another name for Thoth, who is featured in the deck and is thought to have been the priest king of Atlantis. If you are getting this, you probably want to also go to pile number 1 as well. So, or at least look at that and see if that resonates with you. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of that civilization and hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. This is so funny. You are, wow. Okay, so your message, let me get your message for you, and I just wanted to kind of read that to you a little bit. My eyes are kind of burning a little bit from my glasses, so that's why I keep pulling this off. But I'm gonna go ahead and it's this. So this is what I'm going to be reading in terms of your message. So, all right. So I am going to, when the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you are being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there's a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is going to be so crazy because of the next card that we're going to read. This is a special time for you to use that power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interest. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moments. But you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenging and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below. All the thoughts you send up to the source will contribute to your evolution on Earth. Okay? And is that not funny? That you have so many cards that talk about spiritual evolution here, especially with the Tower card here as well. This card talks about your angelic journey. And when this card comes up, the angelic frequency, this is basically just saying that you are an angel on earth. That is how you actually have a guardian angel that you connect with or is protecting you. You actually have the heart of God. That's what this card, when this card comes up, this means that you are someone with the heart of God, which is why I can understand why they are asking you to heal the certain parts of your solar plexus when it comes to having boundaries, because it seems like you are someone who gives to so many people. And excuse me for taking this off the screen, you guys, but my glasses are kind of messing up a little bit, so I want to be able to see it. But it offers protection from negative energies and toxic influences. So there has been just like how God knows that you have his heart, others, and there are energy drainers and people that know your heart and want that energy around them. So that is why you're being called to set up some boundaries for yourself. You have an angelic frequency with this card pouring down on you. And your guardian angel, it's almost like when you were a light, like you were just a spirit, your guardian angel saw you and attached themselves to you and decided to protect you. That's how loved you are. It is just amazing how much God loves us and sends us angels and protection. And but you are special. You are very, very special, and that is why you're being asked to set up some boundaries for yourself. So just so now you know who you really are. Now you know why you need to set up some boundaries for yourself. This is probably not the first time you've heard this, that you are somebody who gives, or that you're an angelic type person. I think some of you kind of know that in deep down. And if this is a shock to you, I don't think this is a shock to anybody who picked this pile. Unless you've been using your powers in an opposite direction, and God is probably calling you now to understand who and why you have the gifts that you have. So let's get into your tarot reading, or the tarot cards, so that we can have a better explanation of why you need to, heal the certain parts of your boundaries, or why you have to have that, those boundaries in your life. All right, so pile number 4. You have the 5 of Pentacles, which right now you're feeling like there's something that has happened. With the Tower card there is letting me know that something has happened to you. And it has happened to you in terms of knocking down, or there has been a knocking down of your energy because people are drawn to your light. So for this, there have been feeling like, you almost feel like though certain things have been coming against you, and you've had a tough time spiritually, and you have been trying to find balance in your life, especially here with the Two of Pentacles. There, you've been trying to actually reach out and get some balance in your life, and you have had some moments with the Tower card. You've actually had some moments where you needed to get some help and know who you can rely on, and you are looking for an opportunity to just kind of have some spiritual rest. And you have been giving people, what's happening is that with the Queen of Swords being here, you have been giving people, it's almost like you are not trusting your gut. Like you say, oh, I'm going to give you, you're one of those people that always say you're going to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. And then when you give them the benefit of the doubt, they end up, hurting you. And you have small tower moments, sometimes on a daily basis, is what I'm hearing. And you are someone who needs to completely hear from the divine and listen to you hear from the divine, excuse me, but you are not, you've kind of been in a situation where you're so used to kind of overstepping your intuition that the voices get smaller and smaller. And that's kind of what was happening to you in the past. If this resonates with you, then this is definitely your pile. But what's going to change for you now with now knowing why all these different people are attracted to you and why you need to have boundaries in your life, you just ask the divine for help, because help for you will be there so that you will have a more balanced life. And you won't feel so depleted, because people can see this angelic energy. I think that you have been just trying to, be nice and be kind, but you have been pushing away your intuition. And that is why Spirit is asking you to listen more, to go off. Now it's time, with this Hermit card showing up, for you to have your spiritual journey, because it's time. It is like time is not really a thing anymore. It is almost like purpose. Purpose is what's coming now over saying, well, this setting goals for what you want to make financially, all of that stuff is kind of, with you, Spirit is saying that this Queen of Pentacles, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being here, you are now in the realm where you are someone who defends those who cannot defend themselves. And you've been delaying your spiritual progress or your spiritual path because your gut instincts, you haven't been listening to it. So it's time for you now to go on your spiritual journey of enlightenment. And Spirit is saying that you need to really focus on that. When that Queen of Pentacles shows up, it's your emotions. You're trying to rationalize things too much rather than follow your intuition. Like I said, your gut instinct is just as important as your brain, and you should not ignore it. So your solar plexus, or your gut, that is just as important as your thoughts. And sometimes it should override your thoughts, because you have been pushing your gut or your divine guidance down to rationalize what your mind is telling you. And I feel like just now when I'm channeling, what I see is it's like a big energy telling you what to do. And then it's like it's laughing because you are, and I know that sounds, it's like a wicked, like it's a wicked voice that's telling you, and I don't mean like, well, I'm just going to say it for somebody. This is for somebody specific there is a voice that's always just trying to, or an energy in your life that is trying to get you to do certain things. And I don't mean like wicked things. It's just, it's almost like the enemy is trying to just throw darts into your life and send different energies and people into your life. This is not for everybody. This is for somebody specifically. So I am praying for you that that energy is released from around you, because it is not doing you any good, and it knows that you are an angel, and it's time for you to stop giving that energy the benefit of the doubt, and stop worrying about what people will think if you make that spiritual change in your life or release that person. There may be a tower moment coming for you, where you will actually just start to, the whole foundation of your life is about to change. And so, and shift for the better. So Spirit is urging me to tell you to release that person, and you know who they are. This is for somebody specifically. I know I'm reading for a collective of people, but at this point, my views are not where they are in the thousands. And so this is for you, that specific person that this resonates with. It is time for you to set those boundaries, get out into the sun, because people are drawn to your light. This sun card is telling you that even if you have been deceived by people before, the sun is coming to shine light on who those people are in your life. So for those of you who don't know, and sometimes people are like, well, I don't want to know, but you need to know who to clear or sweep around your own front door. There's an old gospel song, sweep around your old front door, or your own front door. And that is what is going to happen. The sun is going to come out and remove those people from your life. With the Knight of Pentacles being there, this is a new journey for you. That's going to be a new journey of spiritual abundance. And this spiritual abundance that's coming for you or coming to you is, it's almost like it's not wealth driven, it's spiritual enlightenment, because you are going to be receiving divine guidance. Even with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like that's the Mother Earth card. You're going to be you're going to learn to, once you remove the energy or you step into your truth and you start to find balance in your life, it's almost like you were sent here to defend those who cannot defend themselves, but you were not sent here to take all of that home with you. Your goal here is to protect your sacred space. Protect your sacred space is what I'm hearing. And it's time for you to engage in spiritual activities that are going to really sink you, plug you back in with the divine, and know that you are an angelic frequency, and that frequency has come down to you, and to protect that by keeping your sacred, going out into nature, starting to cherish the beautiful souls around you that have come to help you on your journey, and not necessarily people who have come to manipulate or hurt you on your journey. Pray and ask God to send the right people to you so that you will know, because the light is coming. The sun card is not just about, just light shining, divine, that kind of thing. It's also shining the light on any kind of deceptions that have been around you as well. You have I don't know, I started trying to talk, and sometimes when that happens, it's just because Spirit wants me to, you guys are exhausted is what I'm hearing. or what I feel. And it's now time for you to embrace your challenges, and because they're not going to be there forever. So with the Five of Pentacles, let's talk about what the Spirit, so that was kind of your backstory. Let's talk about what Spirit wants you to do. One is to embrace your challenges. They are not going to be there forever. This Tower moment is not going to be there forever. This Five of Pentacles tells you that while things are cold and windy and all those things in your life, you will have help. Somebody will come to help you along. You will have balance in your life. This is going to be a new journey for you, and it is time for your spiritual awakening. You are the defender of, God has put you in charge of defending others, but not to be God and take that homework home. That is not your job. Your job is to just be the vessel of light, and to shine out, and not to carry the burdens of others. To flourish and progress along your spiritual path, especially with the Two of Pentacles there, as well as the Hermit card, you will begin to appreciate the fulfillment of your body and spirit connection. So you have a chance to really build a brand new life for yourself now, because you are a spiritual being. I know you know that, but the protection for you has to come around. You're protecting your intuition, protecting your sacred space, going on this journey and of spiritual enlightenment and receiving divine guidance. Always seek the guidance of the divine and don't push it away, is what I hear. You will cherish everyone around you and begin to see the abundance in everyone. And this abundance is not just about money. What you're going to learn is the highest level of what you can have on this planet is not money. Money will buy you material things, but it won't bring you a contented mind and soul. And so just being content in your mind and soul is what is going to allow and continue to allow that divine light to flow through you. You are going to, as I said, Spirit has asked you to put up some boundaries for yourself, healthy boundaries, and compassionate awareness of yourself and others to avoid unnecessary energy leaks and general depletion as you evolve and grow. All of this speaks to that. That is so amazing. All of this speaks to that. So let me pull some additional cards for you. This says, my body is boundless. It is channeling the energy, creativity, and intelligence of the entire universe. Wow. This is why you have to protect yourself, because you don't want to delay your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening by messing around with, and I heard a much harsher word than messing around with, with people who you've been saying, they didn't mean it, all that stuff. Those people are leaving your life. They're leaving your life. So you can let them go gracefully and thank God that they were in your life, or it's going to be a horrible situation for you, which I don't think you will have. I think it will be a beautiful revelation for you to just let them go. And then there were 3 cards pulled here, so let's see. Pile number 4. This is card number 1. It says, you create your own reality. What you wants you to. What do you want to experience? So for those of you who are looking for that protection from negative energies or toxic influences, which all of this speaks to, you're going to have that. But whatever your heart desires, you are somebody who will manifest. You are a master manifester. So you can manifest abundance in your life, spiritual abundance. The next card is, it's all in divine order. Allow. Wow. How can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life? That is what Spirit is calling you to do. Some of you, I see the number 7 is important to you. 2 and 5 is 7, or the 25th of the month. Some of you will have some quick changes coming to you. And then, oh my goodness, card number 21, the Great Awakening. Walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? Man, when I tell you these cards, wow, they do not, I'm getting goosebumps here. Your solar plexus chakra. This is one of the, there's a bunch of different ones, but this one came out, yellow calcite. Wow, I think that's what this is right here. I think that's what that is. Yellow calcite, gentle energy booster. So this says its physical qualities is gentle energy amplifier, improves your immune system. So this is what it does for you physically. Function, supports metabolism, helps digestive system and intestinal or abdominal related illnesses, soothes, balances, and energizes subtle and physical nervous systems. Emotional qualities is it instills a sense of joyful capability and positivity, improves mood, helps process depression, sorrow, and grief, clears self-doubt, provides a sense of reassurance, clears negative energy patterns, oh my goodness, and increases your motivation. I am uplifted is what this card says. So basically, you know, this is your reading and something that tells me that you need to protect your boundaries. And that is a way to do it. Crystals, as I explained in some of the other readings, you know, crystals is learning about the power of crystals is something that I've just gotten into. You know, everybody has to start somewhere. So if you are starting with me on this journey, then just know that crystals are what's in your cell phone, your radio, your TV. A lot of the things that are electronic are powered by crystals and other minerals in the earth. And so if that powers electronic devices, what can that do for us just as human beings? You know, I encourage you to learn more about as much as you can, or as much as your spirit will allow you to start to learn about this ancient wisdom and why this stuff is here in the earth. And it just comes right out. These are just things that have come from the earth. And so I think it's important to understand things that, you know, just because they didn't teach it to you in school doesn't mean that it's wrong, or it doesn't mean it's evil. It's so funny how all this stuff comes out and everything matches, you know. It's just, that just is confirmation for me that this is something that can heal and help the divine collective. So pile number 4, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of what you are going to do on this planet, or just at least let me witness that. So please feel free to share, you know, come back and share, or share what pile now resonates with you and why. This is a beautiful reading, and you are definitely an earth angel. How wonderful is this, that you are someone who has angelic frequency and you have emerald tablet activation in your life. Like, that is huge. And so I can see why you're someone who is an angel, and people want to be around that. But the truth is that God is asking you to protect your energy. You don't have to give or be God. That's not our job. It's just to share his light. It's not to be him, to know that we are all a part of him or the divine source, but it is like, just protect your energy. And so that will happen for you. I wish you all the best, pile number 4. If you would like a more specific reading, I do have a link in my description box that will help you with that as well. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Take care.